Shiny Duraladon is now in Pokemon Go, and hopefully we'll get our hands on it. This morning, I've already done one battle, and it's really not that hard to bring down. You just need to have fighting and ground types mostly. It is a bit of a tanky Pokemon, so it takes a few more hits to bring down all in all, but it's still not that hard, really. It doesn't do that much damage. Though, admittedly, it did have Hyper Beam, and when it hit my Excadrill straight on, it did do quite a bit of damage. Excadrill, Machamp, Amazenta, those are like your main ones you want to use. Once we finally defeated it, I was able to go to the catch screen, and then we got this one right here. And let me tell you, it's not great, but we did catch it on the first ball, even though the first throw was a very, very, very terrible throw, but it feels good we didn't have to fight for it. And there's the Dex entry. It's really cool, even though the 5-day catch streak kind of like took over it, but whatever. And then here it is, our first ever Duraladon in Pokemon Go, and guess what? It's literally the worst one possible. That's so freaking funny. Now, the shiny is apparently a darker silvery color. This is more of a lighter, whiter kind of steel. And I believe all this dark blue is a slightly lighter blue, but not by much. But anywho, here's hoping we can get that today. It's a brand new shiny for the Shiny Living Dex, and I'm gonna try to get a shiny of it, but in the end of the day, this does have a Gigantamax, so I don't know how much I really want to focus on it, seeing that we're going to have a Gigantamax in the future, you know what I mean? Unless we get Max Soup, then maybe it'll be worth doing, but I do love the design of this thing, kind of like a Mecha Godzilla. And here comes Duraludon number 2. Now, I'm not exactly going to be doing this the entire time in the hotel room, but this is just one that I saw on the friends list. So first off, get rid of all these items and the XLs, and I'm just gonna skip this. I don't really ever do this, minus when Eternatus was around. Can we get a shiny on number 2? That does not look like it, and a 1701, which is far, far better than what we had before. I still think it's hilarious that my first one ever was the worst one possible. Like, it makes sense, knowing my luck. But here's hoping this is a bit better. I mean, it's at least 30 higher than, or about 20 something, high 20s higher. But anywho, not by much. And another one's down with Bangkok in the background. It's really just a great view from this hotel. I like this place a lot. But can we get a shiny with the cityscape in the background saying that his Gigantamax is literally a skyscraper? Let's see it. No, that's definitely not it. But 1729, they're going up, thankfully. I mean, it can't get much worse than the floor. In fact, you can't, actually. Now, let's see what a 1729 is. Here's hoping it's decent enough. It is a 3-star. All right, perfect. 13, 15, 13. Would like a hundo. I mean, I know I say that, so take your drink, but yeah, a hundo of this would be cool. Here comes our fourth one. Not it, and a 26, so slightly worse than the last one. But still, want to get the candies, even though that was a terrible throw. Having a nice breakfast now, even though there's really nothing breakfasty on my plate, but it's still delicious. And I've got myself another Duraladon, but that's not it, and a 1705. So now we're 5 down. We can do 5 more remotes today, and then after that, I'm more than happy to do the in-person ones, because remoting these things is expensive, and I think these things are 800 particles per, which is ridiculous. Here's another one. Come on, please. Nope. And, ooh, bad. Yep, we're in the 16s again. On the upside, these things have been very easy to catch, so that's been nice. Another one. Only one more after this one. It isn't shiny. 1689. It's really bad. I want to say this is number 8. I did a count up, and I think I saw 7 of them, so number 8 is not shiny in the 12, or 17, 12. I'm pretty sure the shiny rate's probably 1 in 64, so I can't be mad until we get like 64 of these things. But honestly, it's not that hard of a challenge, and I think if you use Dynamax Cannon on your Eternatuses and stuff like that, and possibly with a Max Mushroom, you could probably duo this thing absolutely no problems at all, maybe even solo. But anywho, let's take a look at this thing. It's fine, it's, you know, it exists. Number 9, we only get one more remote after this one, so it's not it. But Nino, thank you very much, man. He's been hitting like every single one of these, and I've just been joining him, so definitely appreciate it, dude. And here is the final remote. This is the last one we can do today, which is perfectly fine because my wallet is telling me to stop, but not shiny, and 19, or no, not God, I am so dyslexic today, 1696. And now we're back in the room, and as you can see, the event has gone live. Duraladon is here for us, specifically on the hotel, which is great. But first as well, though, let's go to the shop. Check this out. Was here, yes, there we go. They finally added the Eternatus outfit, so there we go. I can officially have a full set on, and I've been wanting to do this because I legit have the hundo, so we might as well. And after a little bit of loading here, we have officially bought it, so fantastic. And honestly, that just looks freaking awesome. I love the whole outfit. You know what? Someday I would love to make a cosplay of it just to have it. But now that we've got that, let's do these Duraladons. The Hotel Duraladon is down. This will be our 11th one in total. Just gonna skip this part, but it is not shiny in a 1708. It's not a big deal. We're gonna keep doing as many as possible, but of course we're also gonna be exploring Bangkok while we do it, and thankfully there's just so many power stops around, so I'm pretty confident that we will find a decent amount of them, but that's also weird how the ball decided to do that, but cool, I guess. Yes, and yeah, it fixes itself when it does that. It's not really good, but yeah, it's okay. Before we head out though, let's just take a quick 360 of the entire outfit. Like, I love the way it looks. I think it looks so freaking cool. And again, I would love to someday just kind of make a cosplay for it. Actually, like go into Worlds or something like that. I think it'd be fun to kind of walk around like that, because quite a few people were doing cosplay there, and I don't normally do that, but I think it would be fun to specifically have this on. But it would be definitely a pretty costly thing to make for sure, especially with all the LEDs and such. We're in the grab now, and since I called it, I can't record my screen, but we just brought down a Duraladon. Do we get the shiny? That's what I'm hoping for. Here's hoping. 3, 2, 1. It's not shiny, and a 1687. Pretty bad. Once we're out of the grab, I'll be able to do some more recordings, but I forgot that's a thing, because apparently this uses my microphone. I'm now in a temple called Wat Sam, and this place is stunning looking. Like, the amount of just colors everywhere is crazy. And believe it or not, they did have a Duraladon in here, so do we get a shiny next to all this shiny stuff? No, and a 1691. We're gonna keep going on this, but like, honestly, this place is just sick. Like, look at all of this stuff around us. I love this kind of stuff. Just realized I was not recording this the entire time, but hey, look, we got another Duraladon. It wasn't shiny, but it's decent, and yeah, what you want is 1753. Unfortunately, Lynn didn't get the shiny either, but so far this temple has been fantastic and very cool. As you can see, we do have 2 power spots in here, though unfortunately one is a bird, but they do refresh every 30 minutes, which is great. And also something I forgot to mention to you guys is this right here. We have the premium timed research that was gifted to me by, I believe it was Max Rube who did this, and then we have the timed research is just the free one, and I kind of been going hard on this, so yeah, we will claim this stuff instantly soon, but I didn't exactly mean to blast through this as quickly, but I've been just so enthralled. I mean, just like, look at all this. Like, everything is amazing, and they have coffee here, which is really freaking funny that there's basically the, I want to say, Thailand equivalent of Starbucks here, even though there is Starbucks here as well, and they're literally everywhere. I guess we should go into Cafe Amazon and see what they got. And I understand why they went with Cafe Amazon, because isn't Amazon Cafe a thing in America? I want to say it's, yeah, it's the one with all the animatronic animals. But anywho, let's get some coffee, do a couple more battles, and of course, check out this temple even more. We just hung out with Buddha, and now after Buddha, we have another Duraladon. Please, no. And 1730, decent. On the upside, they keep refreshing, so we will see more of them, but sadly no shiny yet. Turns out there was an Arlo in Wat Sam, so that's exciting. And here's hoping Arlo has a shiny shadow in here. This would be such a cool place to get this, such a great memory. But even if not, this place is fantastic. But nope, not it, 196. But honestly, it doesn't matter to me that much. Just look at all of this. This is just so freaking cool. Also, if you look in the shop here, there's a Max Battler box, and you get 8,000 particles of Max Mushrooms. Now, you can only do 3 of them, but this is definitely worth doing, so I'm going to do it. And now we can do a whole bunch of Duraladons, but sadly, there's 2 Beldums here. We've now left Wat Sam, and I've got 10 to 12-kilometer eggs here. Let's just see what happens. Number 1 is a wallaby. It is a beautiful day, though. It's been great. I mean, there's been a little bit of rain here and there, like sprinkles, but it hasn't been terrible. We've really lucked out on the weather. Of course, knocking all the wood possible for that. We still have some time for that to bite us, but anyways, there's another engine. And speaking of engines, we went on a tuk-tuk yesterday, and man, those fumes were devastating. My eyes stung every single time he hit the brakes. But there's a Salandit. We also got a Strudel. Next up, we have another Salandit. And then this one.
it's a Strudel. And then there's this guy, another Strudel, joy. And then there's this one, another engine, good lord. All right, as much as I would love to look at these things, we only have like a couple seconds left in this Duraladon, so yeah, 19 seconds. Let's do this thing. Happy to say we brought it down, and it's not shiny for me, 1691. What about you, Lynn?
1696.
And not shiny, I'm assuming? Turns out another one just spawned on top of the one we finished, so we now had two, and this one, no, 1698. She got a 1734 though, that's good. And after that short taxi ride, we are now at a really cool temple called the Wat Sam Fran. And as you can see behind me here, it is a gigantic tower with a massive metal dragon on it. Like, it's so cool looking. And we also had a Duraladon right here, and it is a giant dragon tower when it's a Gigantamax. So maybe this is the spot that has the shine. It isn't for this one, but there's two power spots here, and they're about to refresh really soon. But obviously, we're gonna go up to the top of this thing, because I think you're allowed to do that, and there's a big dragon head and everything on the top as well. It's a really cool looking spot. We've made it to the top of this big dragon tower, and we got another Duraladon up here. So here's hoping, right? It'd be insane if we got a shiny up here, but sadly no, and it's about as good as all the other ones. It ain't that amazing, but this is a fun little area. Definitely more of a touristy trap kind of thing. Plus, you know, the American flag here is very interesting, but in the end of the day, I'm still enjoying it. Plus, we also got ourselves the UK flag. I mean, there's a little bit of everybody. I think China's there, we got Italy, but the dragons are definitely very neat for sure. Definitely a fun little excursion. One more Duraladon inside of the dragon tower, not it, and it's fine. We've got ourselves another Duraladon inside of a turtle, and it's very echoey. I'm sure you can tell. It's actually quite fantastic. I've been very annoying in here, but also we got a shiny. No, 1714. At least I get to do fun little noises in here. In the taxi to our next destination, we got another one, but it wasn't shiny, and ooh, 1739, decent. Again, I think we want 53, so this is not amazing, but I'll take it. We've made it to our destination, but first we have ourselves another Duraladon, and no, and it's okay. And after that lovely little dinner, it's time to wrap up the video, but first, I do have one Duraladon quest. I've been spending all day and just could not find anything until the end, then we found a couple. But this will be the last check, because unfortunately we're done with the Dynamax battles. It's almost 9, there's none around us, yada yada, so let's just see what happens. Are you shiny? It's a Dynamax one. That's kind of fun that you get those from research, but sadly it's not the hundo and it's not shiny. The hundo is 1314, I want to say, and this one's like a 12.
1279. But it's cool that they are Dynamax as well. Again, it's really up to you how much you really want to go for this, because it does have a Gigantamax coming out later. But being a Dragon and Steel type is an interesting typing for sure, and you can still use these things in like Great League and stuff like that, specifically this one. For fun, let's just take a look, even though the IVs are terrible. Oh no, I mean, it's a 1492. And the moves are not terrible. It's got Dragon Tail that has Dragon Claw, like Flash Cannon and Hyper Beam. Mostly not Hyper Beam though, but you know what I mean. It is interesting for sure. But anyways, on that note, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not feeling overly great, throat-wise especially, so smash that subscribe button for me to help me feel better. And let me know in the comments down below if you've managed to get yourself a shiny Duraladon yet. And if you really enjoy the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'm gonna take some medicine and go to sleep.